Hello everyone. Just a quick 1 minute warning before we start again. Cheers. Fancy. There you go. Welcome back everybody. Great. Have we got a few more filtering through to take the seats? Just give me a minute. Dave is gesturing like loads of signs to me like this and all this, and it's basically doggy bags. Don't really forget the doggy bags from Dylan's. They're all ready, aren't they? Just ready for you. So they're all packed in boxes ready for you to grab. So yeah, please do that. Obviously, you don't want any wastage on food. So great. So on we go. So next up we have Emma Heel, who's the Managing Director at Lucky Saint. Emma's here to talk to you about building a purpose-led business. So Emma's Managing Director at Lucky Saint, the multi-award winning 0.5% superior unfiltered lager listed in over 4,000 bars, pubs, restaurants and 3,000 stores across the UK, including 55 Michelin-star restaurants and 250 pubs pouring pints of Lucky Saint on draft, which I'd managed to have one on draft, luckily in Windsor one day. Emma has worked in consumer goods for 20 years across Europe and Africa, in the blue chips of Tesco and Diageo, and grown fledgling brands into household names such as Innocent and Gray's Snacks. It's the gritty, challenging world of scaling startups that Emma loves, and the reason she joined founder of Lucky Saint, Luke Boaz, as MD in February 2020. Emma has 2 young girls and is a passionate advocate of championing women in industry, as an ambassador for Retail Week's Be Inspired program and steering group member for the Grocery Girls. I'd like to welcome on stage Emma.
Thank you. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Right, here we go. So creating a purpose-led brand, or as I like to think of it, as creating evangelists and disciples. There will be quite a lot of religious language as we go through this. So my name's Emma. I'm the Managing Director of Lucky Saint. I joined Luke. Luke Bo spent 2 years developing this liquid. He didn't stop at anything to get to the quality that he was looking for. He went to 6 different breweries in 3 different countries. I joined him after Lucky Saint had been on sale for a year. They just launched into draft in January 2020. Within 6 weeks of the business, lockdown came. 70% of our volume was in the on-trade, pubs, bars and restaurants. We looked at the P&L, we looked at the cash flow. We had 3 weeks of cash left in the business. So I'll leave you on that cliffhanger. But 2 years later, a stat that I just put on LinkedIn the other day, for the whole of 2022 in Ocado, if you look at all the beer and all the cider sales, Lucky Saint is the number 1 selling single unit. And that's all beer and all cider. So that's where we came from and that's where we are now. So it's been quite a journey. I'm actually not here to talk to you about the journey like Lucy's done and Andy's done so beautifully. I'm here to talk about purpose and how important we found really understanding your purpose, your mission, your vision, and how you bring people on the journey with you. So quick bit of background. So I'm quite nosy and I like to know where people have come from. So I thought you might want to know where I've come from. So I've worked in startups, scale-ups and big global business. I cut my teeth as a buyer at Tesco, so please don't boo. It was actually a non-food, so don't worry, I wasn't awful to any sort of, milk producers. But an amazing place to cut your teeth when it was about 2002 under Terry Leahy. I had to work in store for 6 months before I was even allowed near a negotiation table. So I did night shifts. I worked in every single element of the store. I became a section manager. It was hard work, and like huge respect to people that work in supermarkets. Learnt loads. If you give me a piece of your shelf-ready packaging now,